you will see the chairman of Safe local government making a speech at the event. What are we talking about?
Everybody's culpable.
What are we talking about? You create a new emirate in just under a month. This is one of the first steps that the emir will take. You should know that it's just not good enough.
Thank you for listening. And for the new people we have in the studio, we have Ada Biafra. Ada Biafra, welcome to the studio.
Good morning, Biafrans. How are you guys?
Yeah.
Thank you for always keeping the fire burning. Ada Biafra from Chicago. Love you. Thank you. Make sure you hit the like button anywhere you are watching from.
Thank you. Thank you, Ada Biafra. Somebody said, this is your caption. Okay. Is he dead? Or is all this to gather viewers? Oh, who is that? Fidel Vencedor. Fidel Vencedor. Try to watch this broadcast from me. If you're watching from 247 channel or from Obis Biafra, you just join halfway. So try to go to Biafran Sunny Backup TV. Biafran Sunny Backup TV. Watch it from the very beginning. Then you will understand what we did from the beginning that had to carry that title. Now we are on the second phase of the broadcast, where you see that we say 594 ex-Boko Haram insurgent graduates from federal government rehabilitation program. That is where we are now. We have finished the first phase of it. So try to go back and then watch from that very beginning so that you will understand us and follow us better. Mazi Max, welcome to the studio. Say hi to Biafrans before we continue on what we want to start now.
Thank you so much, Mazi Sonny. May God continue to bless you all for this wonderful job that you people are doing. When our own no go spoil, I use this opportunity to greet all the great sons and daughters of Biafra land and plead with you to continue and never to relent in this struggle. It is difficult, but our Lord Almighty, God in heaven, Chukwukike Abiyama, as we always say, will be with us in this fight to restore Biafra. Thank you so much, and we must avoid distractions. Ada Biafra, I tried to join you, but I was very, very busy with the course I am doing. I could have joined you. Thank you so much, my sister. You are a heroine, and we will recognize you anytime, any day. God bless you all.
Thank you, Mazi Max. Thank you. So, Biafrans, we just played a video, and now in that video there was lamentation from the journalists in the studio, lamenting of how they now gave a chieftaincy title to a terrorist in Zamfara, or that it was Zamfara or Meduguri. Okay, a chieftaincy title was given to a terrorist. So for those of you that are still looking for hope of one Nigeria, which chieftaincy title will they give you? Do you have to kill somebody or join the terrorist group before you can get your own chieftaincy title? That video is not a recent video, the one we just played. Now look at this one now that is on the screen. Today is 25 from my own time. And this publication is made today. This is 25 March 2023. So it is in line with my date, right? The other video we played, now old video. We don't reach maybe almost 1 year now. Today now, this is what you saw. 594 ex-Boko Haram insurgents graduate from federal government's rehabilitation program. Now, they said the commandant said 6 Christians were among those who participated in the radicalization program. Okay. So now they try to tell us now, say the Christian were there inside there. So now also Fulani terrorists. Check. Oh, how they know how to misinform you people so that the international community will propagate these lies and then it will go forward. This has just happened, and the people that have been brought out from here are to be reintegrated into the society. For those of you that are looking for one Nigeria, we ask you a question, no? Because for us, Biafrans and UWAZURIKE, we know what we are looking for. Are you going to live with these terrorists that have been recruited back into the community now? Because you're going to see them in your police, army, navy, and Air Force and civil defense, and whatever that you're going to see them. It doesn't stop here. There is another one that we are going to show you, because these are the foot soldiers that are to be used to carry out the massacre that is going to happen. You people don't understand what Fulani have cooked and prepared for you. When they said the Muslim ticket is a jihad and that it is the strongest and bone that they have compared to one Muslim and one Christian in the presidency. Many of you did not understand. It is going to play out now as the election has finished. If you check the trends of the news, you will understand that after the elections, that the series of massacre and kidnapping and destruction of lives and properties has increased again from the north. Keep this one first aside. Let us bring you something else. Before elections, there has been massacre of reverend fathers. Before elections, there have been massacre of reverend fathers. And what happened? Christian Association of Nigeria will only carry maybe bodies of clothes. Carry go bury, say they are burying the reverend father that has been massacred by terrorists. That was before elections. Now, this is the aftermath of the elections. As the election just finished now, that terrorism attack has been intensified. You see this one? Terrorists kill ECWA church reverend in Kaduna, the wife, 2 other clerics, and they demand 50 million ransom. 50 million ransom. How many heads are going down now? Now, no, they count. Abi? Now they look for one Nigeria. Make una wake up. Oh. Election don't come, it don't finish. Eh? The person where they say they go put it, they don't put am. Una eye don't open. After now go they act drama with Obi Kelerenke. Now, make una come back to una senses and remember where you are. It is either Biafra or nothing. Look at what is written here so that you understand what's in the happen. The incident was confirmed by Kaduna State Chairman of the Christian Association of Nigeria, Reverend Joseph Hijab, noting that the attackers invaded the community on Thursday after killing the clergy. So they don't already kill the clergy before they come attack the community. That is what they are making us to understand here now. He explained that the report had it that over 100 people were abducted in terror for over 6 months. Now the Haram, they have been in the terrorist camp for over 6 months. while you people were doing election. We were shouting, one Nigeria, one Nigeria. There are people that were kidnapped by Fulani terrorists. And they were doing their own one Nigeria election in the den of the Fulani terrorist camp. You don't stop there. According to him, just after the presidential election, 3 clergies were abducted. The terrorists were demanding the sum of 50 million as ransom from one of the clergies who was still in their custody. At this very point now, I'm going to bring another video so that you understand where your problems are. Because when they hate to say, we they talk about one Nigerian Fulani terrorist. Watch this one now so that you understand how it is working.
The federal government, led by the Minister of Interior Abdulrahman Dambazo, met with the Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria in Kebbi State, offering them the sum of 100 billion naira over 2 years to stop the kidnapping in the country. The meeting lasted over 4 days as negotiations dragged on with the...
How much did they say they give them? 100 billion naira. And the federal government of Nigeria, Boko Haram terrorists, they are giving them this money and begging them to say, use it to do the kidnapping. And then another way they are saying, stop the kidnapping. These are Fulani terrorists. When we told you that the constitution of Nigeria is to the favor of Fulanis, the North, you don't understand. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is behind bars. Sunday Igboho was hunted to Niger or Benue. Your Biafran brothers and sisters are behind bars. Why? Because of shouting freedom, because of waving Biafran flag. Many of you were killed in war and massacred. As we speak, many of you are still springing up to become saboteurs against your own freedom. Obi decided to use himself as a sacrificial lamb to UK government to distort the focus of Biafrans on the emancipation of Biafra and to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu released beforehand. But what is the Fulani terrorists doing who are in power? Over 100 billion was given to them for them to continue the kidnapping, for them to continue the killings.
The federal government, led by the Minister of Interior Abdulrahman Dambazo, met with the Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria in Kebbi State, offering them the sum of 100 billion naira over 2 years to stop the kidnapping in the country.
It is a 2 years contract, too. So that means after 2 years, the contract will increase. Chai! Away. 100 billion naira for 2 years. After 2 years, they will renew the contract. They will give them another one. They will still use it to buy more weapons. What did you give the Fulani terrorists 100 billion naira for? And what are they going to use the money for? To buy more weapons and continue the massacre. While everyone continued to die, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in detention, and you as a Biafran agitator that is speaking and asking for freedom, your own is they put you behind bars. They lock you up. But what are they doing to their Fulani brothers? They are paying them 100 billion naira for them to do what? To continue the kidnapping, for them to continue terrorizing you, for them to continue killing you. That is how you saw the result of what you saw here, where you see that, according to him, just after the presidential election, 3 clergies were abducted and the terrorists were demanding the sum of 100 million as ransom from the clergies. You see, terrorists kill ECWA church referent in Kaduna, abduct the wife, and then 2 other clerics demand 50 million ransom. Come back to the other one so that you see I'm well. Make you understand As they shout one Nigeria, they wait for the Nigeria to come back to their senses. Remember that you're the one digging your grave, because we are telling you to wake up. The 1989 Abuja Declaration is what is playing out here. They done what? Recruited back. Now, but you that is a Biafran agitator or Oduduwa, they are hunting you to kill you. And then most of you are now going to go and embrace Nigeria, to say you want Nigeria, you want the election to hold. You're praying for 2027 because you have come to 2023 and you have seen the result of your foolishness and your failure. And you have also learned how to understand the fact that you can never become the president of one Nigeria except you come back to your senses. To make the continuation of one Nigeria to stand, they are actually paying themselves money to continue kidnapping you and massacring you so that you will pave the way for their continuous existence.
The federal government, led by the Minister of Interior Abdurrahman Dambazo, met with the Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria in Kebbi State, offering them the sum of 100 billion naira over 2 years to stop the kidnapping in the country.
Over 2 years contract. And that 2 years contract has not expired yet. That is why you see all this kidnapping. That is why you see all the massacres. So if your Obidiot was to come into power by his illusion, where and how was he coming to come and stop the contract of 100 billion naira that they pay to the Fulani terrorists every 2 years as a contract for them to continue to use to buy more weapons and to do what? And to distort your lives. Tell me, how is Obi coming to do that? Why would they allow Obi to come and do that? Because when we were telling you, no, there is no way they can allow you to become the president of one Nigeria. You saw us as being ethnic hatred in nature, that we hated somebody, we don't want him to be the president. And we hate other people from other ethnic groups in Nigeria. No, now you don't see them now. The reasons why they cannot even allow you to come close to that Aso Rock. You can be a slave boy, you can be cleaning the table, you can be doing some other things, carrying the files for them, singing songs, singing music when they want you. You can even be the one to be washing the toilet. You can be the driver. You can be maybe the media head, but can you be the personal advisor? Can you be the deputy? Can you be the vice? Can you stay inside to be the main person that they're looking for, who sees and knows the secrecy of what is happening? No. Because they know that what you carry in your head will come and destroy their plans. So, if Martin Nnamdi Kanu is behind bars, Sunday will go all over to another country, where if not because of the outspokenness and the non-treacherous attitude of the Yoruba and the Oduduwa agitators, he would have also been given extraordinary rendition to Nigeria without the knowledge of people. But because they did not collect money to sell their own, they had to raise immediately. It happened, and the awareness was made, and then everybody came to the limelight of what was happening. Nnamdi Kanu is behind bars, but Boko Haram are being paid 100 billion naira. And today, they have given you another roadmap that 594 of them have been relaunched into the society to come back and continue from where they stopped. So, this is for you to know that the kidnapping and the terrorism index in one Nigeria will be increasing. The numbers of attacks will be increasing. The numbers of massacres will be increasing based on the report of releasing 590-something Boko Haram terrorists to come back to the society. What we are doing is, yesterday somebody said on Twitter space that we enforce. We said, no, we don't enforce. We have to do what? We educate you. We educate you. That is what we are doing. We educate you. We open your brain box and carry this thing put inside. So if you like, you take them. If you don't like, at the end of the day now, when you go out, make people and use this they are foot soldiers that they are prepared already to massacre you, you are on your own. But if you are a Biafran and you want to be alive, if you are Oduduwa, you want to be alive, what you should do is locate branch of Biafra. Locate the olive branch of Oduduwa from wherever you are strong and climb on top of it. Use it to cover yourself. Become part and parcel of the movement of what you did not even love to do before. Because that is the only solution that will save you from one Nigeria. You have to give your support to Mazi Simon Ekpa. You have to give your support to Martin. The people that you hear their name as DOS, they are inactive for now. Inside, MNK understood and betrayed him from the point of removing his name from the documents that were on the system to leaving it and then going for 2023 presidency. While Martin they abandoned him, they went to make Obi president. Martin Kanu had abandoned them long time ago. I want all of you to make reference to the publication memo that Martin 2022. You know, elections of Nigeria was in 2022. But Martin Kanu released that memo in December 15, 2022. On that memo, he said, it is forbidden to go against Mazi Simon Ekpa because he has given Mazi Simon Ekpa the power of legitimacy to do anything for his release and to the freedom of Biafrans. Understand it very clearly, please. Then he told the Indians DOS that they should stay on their own lane. They should continue on their own what they know how to do best. They should not come and interfere on what Mazi Simon Ekpa is doing. So that is to tell you that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been working with Ndin DOS for over 12 years, then while he is in detention, all the Ndin have been his trust. Then instead of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to send a message and say, DOS, it is forbidden for anybody to go and disturb DOS for what he's doing to my release and to the freedom of Biafran people. But he decided to channel that message to Mazi Simon Ekpa. You need to understand something that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has blacklisted the criminals, the DOS that are working for one Nigeria, because that is what they are working for. So understand it very clear. Publish something or post a message, understand that it is coming from the IPOB. Interim leader of this movement is Mazi Simon. That is the answer Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has given to him, and the spokesperson of Biafra. Have you seen the name or the face of any of the DOS members granting interviews on any of the international media? The Biafra movement since MNK was kidnapped? No, it has been Mazi Simon. Right? It is one Nigeria. We were working for one Nigeria, yes. We wanted one Nigeria's fraudulent election in Biafra land. So, can't you use your tongue to count your things? This time you understand something very well. The fraudulent election that go into has come and gone. We made a pronouncement, no election, and we stood on it who was kidnapped. To this election that just finished. What did DOS criminals do? Basically, it was a week to the election of presidency. They wrote a memo. They said, DOS is telling you that you should ignore our sit at home of no election, that you should go out and do the election. Are they working for your interest or they are working for one Nigeria interest? I want you to understand something. So this is not time for you to ask too many questions again. We are just trying to keep on connecting the dots so that as many of you have just come back from Obedience Party and from the Obedience train, you will understand what you were not following up before. Because for many of us that have been here since the beginning of time, we did not go to anywhere, we still continue. The thing don't become part and parcel of us. But for those ones who don't go first to go test one Nigeria, come back. Una don't miss many things. So as una come back now, come and put your brain down so that you can get something into your thick skull. ₦100 billion is being paid to terrorists for them to continue to kidnap. Martin Nnamdi Kanu is dying in his health inside detention. They don't even want to grant him medical grounds for him to go and get treatment. Are you people understanding my point?
The federal government, led by the Minister of Interior Abdurrahman Dambazo, met with the Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria in Kebbi State, offering them the sum of 100 billion naira over 2 years to stop the kidnapping in the country.
Make the thing stop there first. Assimilate that one first. The first point is that they pay them 100 billion for them to use the money to continue the kidnapping, to buy more weapons. We are IPOB, right? Our one is that we will say stop the, then we'll continue to say stop kidnapping. No, we have to analyze this video critically to tell you what it means. What this message means when they say stop kidnapping, what it means is use this money, buy more weapons, continue the kidnapping, because these people here cannot survive without weapons. They need this money to buy more weapons. So when you're giving them this money and you're signing a contract of 2 years, 2 good years with Fulani terrorists, you are giving them the money to go and buy more weapons and continue for the next 2 years of another contract that will be renewed.
The meeting lasted over 4 hours on Friday as negotiations dragged on, with the association initially asking for 160 billion naira.
You get the point? They were actually asking for 150 billion naira. This is what the terrorists were asking for. 150. You see, as the terrorists get bored, they get their office where they should decide that it has to be 160 billion or 150 billion naira. So negotiations were made. As they negotiate, they come bring the money down to 100. Imagine. Federal government of madness.
The federal government, led by the Minister of Interior Abdurrahman Dambazo, met with the Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria in Kebbi State, offering them the sum of 100 billion naira over 2 years to stop the kidnapping in the country. The meeting lasted over 4 hours on Friday as negotiations dragged on, with the association initially asking for 160 billion naira.
160 billion was what they were bargaining for before. 160 billion. Terrorism, at the end of the day, they can't reduce them to 150. Here and they go. At the end of the day, they can't reduce them to 100. Pay them. Cash and carry to buy more weapons.
The minister said that the strategy was part of the steps needed in the country as prescribed by the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS.
ECOWAS, Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS. Now them be the people who tell them, say, they recommend it, they have to do it like this. Now the year, Economic Community of West African States did not recommend that one Nigeria should sit down on a round table talk and then allow the freedom of the regions that want to go and be in peace to go. But what did the Economic Community of West African States do? What they did was for them to pave way for more weapons to be supplied to the Fulani terrorists, so that they will massacre all of you, so that they can continue to gain money from your oil and gas, so that Fulani terrorists will continue to reign, so that the way that the UK up the country before, whereby the constitution tells that it is the Fulani that will be on top and controls everything, they will still continue to be on top till this very day. Today, election has come and gone. Who are the people in the presidency now? Who won the election? It is still the Fulani terrorists that won the elections. Do not be deceived when you see Jagaban. Jagaban is not the one to rule. The person that is to rule is the Fulani Shetima. That is the person to rule. That is why they use the term the Muslim ticket before for you. And I know one use on our brain to understand what is happening. But it is quite pathetic that ECOWAS are part and parcel of the people that emerge what this payment of 100 billion naira of negotiation contract with Fulani terrorists to carry out the attack for the next 2 years.
The herdsman crisis has risen since 2015 after Muhammad Buhari became president. Their rampage has spread not only in the north but also throughout the southern zones of the country. The killings by the herdsmen has led them to be tagged the fourth most dangerous and deadly terrorist group in the world by the World Terror Index. The acting Inspector General of Police, Muhammad Adamu, who was
now the people that has been ranked fourth most terrorists in the country and in the world are the people that your government and ECOWAS are recommending that you should pay them 100 billion naira as a contract of 2 years. While international community is actually telling you this is a recognized terrorist group from the international circle. The international community would not recommend that you should go and pay any amount of money to the terrorists, which is on their list. They will only recall or recommend that you should go and shield them with bullets. Go and shield them. Go and destroy them. Go and bring them down. That is what the international community will do to where there is terrorists attacking people. But in your one Nigeria, what is happening? In your one Nigeria, where you claim that the international community will come and overturn the result of Jakaban and give it to Obi so that Igbo man will become presidency. What they recommend for you is that you go and pay the terrorists 100 billion naira, continue to live with the terrorists, continue to groom the terrorists, continue to pave way for the terrorists to exist. Let them live comfortably with you. Let them massacre your women. Let them rape your mothers and sisters. Let them destroy you just like this. You see this? These are their recommendations. As they will unleash these numbers into the society again, they have a task to carry out. They have a mandate to do. When you people saw the church explosion in Osun State, the people that were from the Kuje prison that happened, they were part and parcel of the people that carried out that attack in that church. Can you even see that by now we hardly remember the name of that church massacre because it has become over like a year or month. This is one Nigeria. When they massacre people, it doesn't do anything. They don't forget that. They move on. Now, so they burn Deborah Samuel in broad daylight. And as they burn her in broad daylight, what happened? When I move on, the next day, the same school was in operation. Up till today, the people that were seen to have born and bundled that girl, set fire on her in broad daylight, have not been brought to book. None of them. It is the same you people that were now shouting for one Nigeria. One Nigeria, now forget the Deborah. Now forget our children in them in their kindergarten that day. All of them. I don't even remember anyone again. Now go they forget, they go with one Nigeria. One Nigeria, one Nigeria, one Nigeria, one Nigeria, one Nigeria, mad people. All of them.
Was also at the meeting in Kebbi State, added that over 1,000 people had been killed and many more kidnapped in Kaduna. However,
1,000 people have been killed, many more kidnapped in Kaduna. Instead of you now to go to destroy the terrorists that are killing these people, you are paying them extra 100 billion naira to use it to buy more weapons, reinforce, and then come back to come and kill more people. Ni one Nigeria. Now the year waiting there for this video. Ndi obedient. The year waiting for. Is this how now obedient had planned to go and unravel the terrorists? Because when they asked him on the live program, how are you going to scuttle the issue of the terrorists and the bandits? He said, we are going to negotiate with them. We are going to negotiate with them and then make sure we dialogue with them and make sure they come back to the society to come and live with the people. The people that they have massacred, their mothers, their brothers and sisters, they are going to negotiate with them, make sure they come back and then live with them. That is what they said. That is what Obi said. But when they asked Obi, how about your Biafran brothers and sisters? Compensate them because Biafra died 53 years ago and should not be allowed to come back again. But for the Fulani terrorists, we will renegotiate with them, we will dialogue with them and make sure they come back and live in the same community with you. Isn't that a sacrilege? They told you they have seen how many numbers of people that have been massacred by the same terrorists, but they are paying them another 100 billion for 2 years of contract. The contract is 2 years for them to continue kidnapping for the next 2 years. After every 2 years, they will now renew the contract again, continue to pay them, and they will continue to buy more weapons. So while all of you are focusing on the Biafran agitators, while all of you are focusing on the elections, you don't know what is happening. Fulanis are being paid 100 billion for a 2 years contract to get more weapons and reinforce their armory. Now you should ask yourself, how do all the Fulani terrorists that are in the bushes and on the road kidnapping and maiming people and raping and kidnapping for ransom, how do they afford the AK-47? Because AK-47, one, if you go buy AK-47 when you be brand, the latest price that you, or the cheapest price that you can see that AK-47 is 1.6 or 1.8 million naira. Now they hear me so, 0.6 or 1.8 million naira. Time be money we get 47. We go carry like 50 bullets inside. 50 bullets inside the cartridge. Now when you buy the AK-47, you have to come and buy the bullet. The bullet might be costing maybe 2K or 1.5 or 3K per one. So ask yourself the question, how do the Fulani terrorists have 3 million, 2 million, 4 million naira, 1.8 million, 1.6, 1.7, 1.9 million naira to buy AK-47? How do the Fulani terrorists that are going with this cow have 2 million naira to go and buy one AK-47 rifle? Ask yourself now.
Now
I tell you.
Now our oil money they go.
Okay, now our oil money. Thank you, Adam Biafra. Thank you. Because people are not getting
to maintain one where you see this Fulani they carry, you have to have like 5 million cash.
Okay. Okay. Adam Biafra don't do our analysis now. Tell you say to now maintain one AK-47. After you don't buy them, you must prepare your 5 million because you have to be servicing it. You have to also be buying the bullets. So for you to be keeping that AK-47 to be useful and to use it when you need it, you must have like 5 million. Now they get the point now. So how do the Fulani terrorists get 5 million naira to keep their AK-47 in good shape? When we tell you that this is a sponsored jihad, this is a conquest that is coming to you. When I know they understand. And I think say agitators and Nnamdi Kanu hate una so much. We want Nigeria to be dismembered. No. We are doing what we are doing because of you people that we see that they have been killing. Nnamdi Kanu started speaking because it was not because of the people that they killed in Biafra land that made him to start speaking. It was people that they were killing in the north that made him to start speaking in the first place. Remember that when he started speaking, the last interview of Nnamdi Kanu protest was whether in 2017. He protested for the existence of Nigeria in 2017. So if that was 2017, protesting for Nigeria to be one, after he has seen that he has tried everything to make Nigeria to remain one, then it doesn't work. I don't blame him. These people here cannot afford AK-47 with this cow that they have to sell. So it is the government of the day that will now prepare our oil money. They will prepare our agara money and cassava money, and then they use it to give it to them to buy more weapons to come and kill you, and then wait for the order. When it is time, they give them the final order, they will strike. Make una wake up, because this is what we have been saying people have been hating us IPOB autopilot. It is only we IPOB autopilot that are telling you the truth. The other criminals that are working with One Nigeria can never tell you the truth because they are hell-bent on collecting money from One Nigeria to better their lives.
He said that this intervention was necessary to bring the criminals to book. The cabinet.
You see how they deceive people. They say giving the contract of 100 billion naira to Fulani terrorists when they see that over thousands of people have been killed by the same Fulani terrorists. And then for them to have this contract for 2 years and they will be renewing the contract of their kidnapping and funding, that it is what will bring the criminals to book. How is this going to bring the criminals to book? Because when you listen to the report, you ask yourself a question. How can sponsoring a terrorist now brings the terrorist to book? How can? When you sponsor a terrorist, you buy AK-47 for him, you fill the cartridge for him with all the bullets. How is that going to bring that terrorist to book? In which way is it going to bring the terrorists to book? In which way is it going to end the massacre? In which way is it going to end the raping? In which way is it going to end the kidnapping? It doesn't add up.
Who is going to bring them to book? The sponsors? The people that are giving them the contract? Or the jihadist government? Who is going to bring them to the book? Who is going to get them? The government is the one giving them the contract, signing the contract, giving them the 100 million naira. So who is fooling who? And we have Biafrans that orphans, widows, people that need money. They will use your money, your oil, your resources to go and equip the people that will come and buy our people. And people don't want to think. ECOWAS is supporting evil. ECOWAS is the one sponsoring this with federal government of Nigeria, the jihadist government, through the ECOWAS. That is what they do. They don't have any job there. They pay them in dollars in that ECOWAS headquarters in Abuja. They are the one clamoring for this. Almost 600 terrorists recruited back to the society, graduating. Terrorists that like 9/11 in America. Some people that killed innocent indigenous people, bombed defend headquarters. They will send them to school, recruit them back to the military, recruit them back to the security agencies. Hey! I weep. Anybody that is clamoring for one Nigeria, anybody that is clamoring for one Nigeria, continue.
Atiku Bagudu said hosting the meeting in his state shows the seriousness of President Muhammadu Buhari's administration in tackling the security challenges. Responding, the president of the association, Alhaji Muhammad.
So, President Muhammadu Buhari's strategy of tackling insecurity in one Nigeria is by giving them more weapons for them to continue the massacre. Chai!
Ahmed Kirua said the meeting would serve as a foundation for peace between the Fulani headsmen and farmers and among Fulanis themselves. Roots TV, Nigeria.
Okay, let's go back to read another article so that you see that it's not only that one that has come. It's not only this one here on the screen. It's not only the other one that I brought. Let me bring another one. All these are happening within how many days? Now, where did this one? This is 24. This one was recorded yesterday. This is yesterday news. So we are just bringing this thing to connect something for the one Nigerian people. The people that still want one Nigeria to continue. The other two publications are today. This one is yesterday. 5 residents killed. Youth leader missing as herdsmen again strike Benue communities. Have you people been keeping records of how many people have been in every community in one Nigeria each and every day? Now they keep records, now they think, or now when they don't keep finish, you go see the publication. Most of the publications, you don't even see it. The only people that do investigation and bring out some of these figures for people to know in one Nigeria is Sahara reporters. And I don't know how they used to do it. Because every other media in one Nigeria has been sanctioned by Laya Mohammed and the federal government of Nigeria not to report anything again concerning one Nigeria terrorist. They have been sanctioned not to report anything that has to do with one Nigeria terrorist attack, so that the West or the international community, the media, will not know about what is happening. That is why some of you that are even the one Nigerianists, when we tell you that your community have been invaded or that they have killed series of people in Benue or Makode or Zamfara or Borno or Sokoto, you will be telling us that it is a lie, because you will not see it on TVC News. You will not see it on channel television. You will not also see it on NTA. You will not see it on AIT. AIT was even sanctioned. Why? Because of reporting an attack in one of these northern states, which the Fulani terrorists carried out. What one Nigeria wants you to hear is only when they pop news and then they tell you that their Nigerian army or their Air Force or Navy invaded a place and attacked the terrorists and killed them. They want themselves to be the one to come and give you the news. They don't want you to give the news the way it happened. Because when you come to give the news, you will give everything in details. But they will always do cover me, make I cover you. We are corrupt to cover me, make I cover you. So they will carry the cover themselves, and carry the other one, cover this other side. That is what they want. And that is the way they want you to always take it. That is why when we see you people talking about international community coming to your aid, we laugh. Because when we laugh, you don't understand why we laugh. What we sit down on this small internet that we sit out every day here, they do, where we gather as information. When I wait there for inside one Nigeria, when I no get them. They said the local farmers of Iwili community in Otukpo local government area, that one person was alleged that one person was killed during the invasion by the armed invaders, while another 4 were killed in Atakpa village of Akutu, LGA. Daily Trust said 4 people were killed in Atakpa, close to his village, Oshibudu, while some were hospitalized. While the chairman of the local government council, Joseph Mbede, that the suspected hoodlum invaded Achapa on Thursday around 5 p.m. and shot, during which 4 people were killed, while the youth leaders' whereabouts have not been established after the incident. So, I can confirm that 4 people were shot there. 1 youth leader in question, missing, and 1 injured in Atakpa community. Now, we want you people to understand something. This is what we want you to understand.
IPOB, one family. Biafrans all over the world. If we want safety and security for our people, then let's continue to support Eastern Security Network. All donations are welcome. No contribution is too small or too large. Do your part, knowing that freedom is in our hands and together we must all rise to the occasion. Go to our website to make your contribution, www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. And remember that freedom is not free, but together we restore it, farm by farm, forest by forest, house by house, and street by street.
Now, why did we play that jingle? We played that jingle for you to understand that this massacre that is happening in this place would have been worse in your communities if not the existence of Eastern Security Network. The reason why this massacre is not happening like this in Biafra land, it is the existence of Eastern Security Network. It is the existence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is the existence of Simon Ekpa. It is the existence of this autopilot IPOB that has stood their ground to make sure they raise funds and sustain this Eastern Security Network since MNK was kidnapped, which the DOS and HO4 and the governors of the East that we have worked with the Fulani terrorists to scrap. They wanted to scrap this ESN. They wanted to scrap this ESN. While they were working to scrap the ESN, what happened? The Fulanis were paying their Fulani foot soldiers to do what? To kill more of you.
The federal government, led by the Minister of Interior Abdurrahman Dambazo, met with the Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria in Kebbi State, offering them the sum of 100 billion naira over 2 years to stop the kidnapping in the country.
While the leaders that we have and the rulers that we have in the East were working on the ground with the DOS and the HO4 and the zoo government to scrap and destroy the ESN, the Fulani terrorists were actually striking a deal of 2 years with the Fulani government and their terrorists in power to do what? To intensify the attack with a contract of 100 billion naira for 2 years. So, without this man here,
pretending to.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
And you must listen to him very, very importantly. Without this man here now to have stood his ground, follow him, because I don't have the capacity to have done what he's doing. There must be a leader that will lead, and then you that cannot be a leader will follow. You give him your support, push his narrative, push his strategies, and project it to make sure it goes to the letter. Without him to have been available to take the stand and for the rest of us to support him side by side, all of you with this contract that these other people have already placed for these people, they would have taken all down. Obi, take the stage. Let me answer somebody, please.
I heard them saying it's for them to stop them from kidnapping. And I ask you, you Efulefu, you one Nigeria singer, have they stopped kidnapping? Since that news till today, have they stopped kidnapping? Where is the voice of ECOWAS, economic community of West African criminals? Where are they today? Is the kidnapping, have they stopped it? That is lucrative business you guys started for Fulani. That is lucrative business Fulani terrorist government by Mohammed Buhari started for his brothers and sisters. They know the real cow again. No? They know the shine shoe again. No? They know the cut nails again. How many of you can see them cutting nails? Doing paka, 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 paka. If you see them near your neighborhood, know that they're monitoring the environment to know your Appian ways, to know where you will escape from. They are even more, how do I say it? They know your Appian way more than you. You that is living in America, in Canada, in London, everywhere, you don't even know the Appian ways in your village. And guess what? You are the one, after building that Boko house, you employ them. Aboki, come and stay in my doorstep. Aboki is my gate man. The Fulani terrorists you kept in your house will come back to buy you. Buy your village people. Buy everybody there. You don't see them doing shumenda again. You don't see them cutting nails again. You don't see them picking at bakara. When you see them picking at bakara, watch their eyes. They are looking for where they will kidnap you, where they will smoke you out from. The kidnapping is their number one business now. Is it the cow they sleep with? When they finish injecting nonsense, something in the peculiars of the cow, they will sell it to you. You will go and buy. This 100 million naira contract for 2 years, since then till today, have the kidnapping stopped? No. They have used the opportunity to be pumping in, buying arms for them. When we call for ESN fundraising, all of you will not contribute anything. You will be gossiping. Simon will do this one. This one, that one. Anyandibo, secretary, this one. You will be gossiping up and down. When America do like this, you know that you are gossiping. You don't contribute nothing. You don't bring anything to the table. Your own is to look for where we made mistake, to come and be typing rubbish, to come and be talking rubbish. Now, you have house in Lagos, you have in America, you have in your village. Go home now. Fulani have slapped you one side. In your bastard have slapped you the other side. Go home. When we say contribute to ESN fundraising, what is this one? You are working your ass out in America. Who do you this, my people? Una shame, they shame me. Fulani terrorists. 600 Boko Haram. 600 terrorists being recruited back to the military. We have many of them, Sonny. I'm looking for one to send to you. This is not the first time. We have the one of, I think, 900 and before, almost 1,000 of them 3 months ago. This one is recent one. And nobody is talking. When we talk, you say we are online agitator. You that is not online agitator, what are you doing? What have you contributed? Gossiping, looking for error. Nobody knows it all. If you think you are smarter, you are better, bring it on. I will follow you. Bring it on. Oh, God Almighty, bring it on. You are there. They are recruiting people that have killed innocent people in Nigeria. And that's your one Nigeria. These people have bombed defense headquarters. They have committed many atrocities, many attacks, many bombing in many churches, Market Square, many places. They are the one today that they are wearing white as repented Boko Haram. And I ask my American friends watching, can people that bombed 9/11 be recruited into the military? Can people that committed that 9/11 atrocity crime, can they be in the society today moving freely? Not to talk of being in security agencies. When you see us fighting for our freedom, some of you think that we are joking. Some of you think that we are jobless. We have, in fact, let me tell you, a hungry person doesn't fight for freedom. Yes. If you don't want to support us one way or the other, it will get back to you. All these things that is happening in Africa, it will surely come to America if you are not careful. If you are not careful, it will come to the Western world. We will need our freedom. We are going home. There are some countries that are not up to 2 million. We are more than 70 million people. We want to go home. I know why Americans are not talking. They are keeping quiet is because they have interest in our oil money, Biafran money, this, that. That is why I keep saying that, yes, in as much as I'm in your house, we are all here. Freedom, fighting for freedom is legal activity. It's not a crime. We want to go home. They are killing women, children are number one in America. They are killing our children like fowl, and nobody's talking. They are killing our women, raping our mothers in the farm, and nobody's talking. When we talk, they bought YouTube over, they bought Facebook over to be shutting our pages down. Mark and bread, you should leave us alone. Leave us alone. Other countries fought for their freedom. You don't allow these terrorists to kill our people. Video it when they are killing our people, especially the Christian leaders. They will video it when they are cutting their neck. You will allow them, the same person that on Facebook, on WhatsApp, you will allow them to video it and send it through WhatsApp. When we get it to display and show the world what is happening to our people back home, you will block our pages. Welcome back, 247. Oh, on Apple Quap. Okay, Sonny, go ahead. I'm not happy. Anybody that is seeing this, that is happening, that a terrorist who have killed many military men, many police officers, many indigenous people in Nigeria, bomb market, bomb churches, kill Christians, are being recruited, are being sent with our oil money. You use our money, you use our oil, you use our resources, and you go and train the terrorists to come back and kill us. And the government is proud to tell you that they gave them $100 million to stop them. Have they stopped them? And the ECOWAS hand is in there. ECOWAS, a whole ECOWAS hand is in it. And the ECOWAS have not openly condemned the killing of Biafrans. Python Dance 1, Python Dance 2, Python Dance 3, Crocodile Smile, a Hamufu killing. ECOWAS have not dished out any report about it. You guys are the major problem we are having in that Nigeria. I rest my case. Hold on. And for my friends that are working in ECOWAS, because I worked in ECOWAS before, you are keeping quiet because they are paying you dollars. You are keeping quiet because it's not your direct family. If you are making that dollars and you are keeping quiet, you go to ECOWAS meeting, you go to head of state meeting, you don't talk, you are supporting evil. Evil shall befall your family. Your immediate family will be a victim of Fulani terrorists, so that you understand what our people are going through. You are balancing in Abuja. They are paying you millions, because I know when I was in ECOWAS, I know how much they pay them. I know nobody is receiving less than $500,000 every month as a salary, no matter your level in ECOWAS. I work there, so I know what you guys are doing there. Doing nothing, rolling chair up and down and collecting money. That's why you will do everything to support the Fulani, to maintain one Nigeria. It was in December. It was in December ECOWAS they signed that Islamic State flag. You remember? You remember when they fly the flag? the Islamic State flag. It was in ECOWAS. I was in Nigeria at that time. I was working there at that time. It was in the same ECOWAS. I saw it. I was telling my friend, I said, this is not good. This is not good. This flag with this Arabic inscription, I don't understand it. Where are we turning to? What is going on? They said, they don't know. Cover your meeting and go. It's okay. Go ahead, Sonny.
Obi, please talk that last part where you talk again. You say when you ask them, say, why you don't like it? Wait till they answer you.
My madam said, make I waiting concern me, make I cover my meeting and go. Because I am like a bilingual hostess. I'm like, I saw the flag. I'm like, what is this flag for? Why is this Arabic inscription? What is happening? What is going on? They shunned me, because we are at the lowest level now. We are like ad hoc staff. I was not a full staff there. Even if you are a full staff, you have level now. You have boss who can tell you what to do, right? I saw it. I was there. It was not in the other headquarters. It was the other conference center. They did the meeting. That was when they raised that Islamic flag. It will get to all of you. You are watching me, all of you. I will start calling your names one by one. It will get to all of you. Your family must test this. Islamization is real. Jihad is real. If you think it's only when they finish killing a Hamufu, Izomba, all of people, they will stop. Wait for it. Very soon, they will start coming to your room one by one.
Obi, thank you. I will leave this mic now to Mazuko. Mazuko, now you get this house now.
I greet all of you. I just enter house and my body no good. I go freshen up. Now make me enter commode. Since today I just short. I never settled down since 1-2 weeks now. So I greet you, Mazi Aparawa, for lighting the candle and keeping it burning, and Ada Biafra, I greet you. Obi Ndewo, I hear your lament, and Progress News, I greet you. And the Biafrans, one love. From the little way me I hear, as it happen. You see, anybody by now, we see the look for peace in Nigeria. I don't know what to tell you, but the only thing I will tell you, keep looking for that peace. But anything you are doing that from yesterday's, people has done it, they did not succeed. Your ancestors did it, they did not succeed. Your ancestors killed their immediate family, their brothers, their friends to keep it. They did not succeed. Mazi Sonny, Battle Cry, they ask you for link. So if you
I'm telling him now.
Okay. So if you are still asking for peace in Nigeria, it don't enter. I don't know what to tell you. But all I will tell you is that you will never get peace, but destruction. People are still asking for a peaceful election. INEC resign, INEC that one, INEC is bad, INEC is rigged. And I've been asking, nobody has been able to give me the answer. Has there been?
Mazuko,
Yes.
please copy the link and paste in your comment section for people that will want to enter studio to come and give their opinion.
All right. So I was asking, and I've been asking, and I am still asking now, has there been anything like a peaceful election or a good election or election free, not even no art fair, no even art fair, only is there any free election? Because when you talk free and fair, it becomes too much load. There has never been. Because I know if I talk, they will say, what about 1993 election? Was it not free and fair? It was free and fair, I agree. Then what happened? It was not fair. It ended up with the blood of innocent Nigerians. When I talk even innocent Biafrans, innocent Nigeria, I mean innocent Biafrans. The people that paid the price of that Abiola vote and the run also Abiola was, they are still Biafran, even at death. So what are we saying? What are we arguing? What are we fighting for? You see threat here and there, you are still keeping your head. You looking for one Nigeria. Now the rumor obedient are flying is that Tinubu is dead. Let me tell you for your information. Even if Tinubu die, Obi cannot be the president. Obi is not even the second. Even if now Tinubu die true now, say Tinubu don't die because he has not been sworn in, therefore Shetima cannot be the president. Therefore, the second person will be Atiku, will take over power, or at worst, interim government go stand. And who go be that one? The same people, the same killer, the same terrorist. You see, we are always good in hoping where there is no hope. That was why I saw the man of God will say Raphael UWAZURIKE is sick. I think saying that true. I follow talk. I post the video. Raphael UWAZURIKE can't remove a cloth. They dance like a football. Like they say, nothing do me, oh. Nothing do me, oh.
And the video where we play from the beginning here, where everybody got to see UWAZURIKE.
UWAZURIKE, nothing do me. Look at me. I am strong. It's a
again, I beg.
Eh? So
Is it my plan again?
okay, play now. We Biafrans better wake up now. Because if we don't wake up, this water go carry you go. Whether they clone let me ask you, even if Abiola die now, I see one voice note where they declare say Abiola don't die, they are cloning him. If they clone him, wetin you go do? Wetin you go do? You can't do anything. Not even if they go bring somebody wey no look like wetin be name Tinubu, they bring somebody wey no be Tinubu now, you see am korokoro no be Tinubu, they tell you say na him be Tinubu, he go tell you say na me be Tinubu. You can't do nothing. You never see Buhari where he be like a 16-year-old boy. He dey waka pampa. You don see am where he old like a 80-year-old man again. Wetin you do? Our people are always taking pleasure in foolishness, hoping in foolishness, believing that there will be, I don't know, there will be salvation in the midst of destruction. Fella don't tell you Nigeria no get hope. Unknown government that Obasanjo formed before they bomb many of you are still killing people now. And when we tell you that they are recruiting terrorists into your Nigeria army, into your Nigeria police, into your Nigeria armed forces, you are here arguing because you want to become president. The question now, even if they give you Obi as your president, do you think it will make any change? Do you think it will make any difference? The problem of Nigeria, like Idele Faro Timi said, is not about personal changes. It is about the constitution that you cannot change. The constitution that tells you that the terrorists in Nigeria are the northern warriors. The constitution that told you that you must give them some money and to pacify them to stop killing until after election. That you must beg them whatever they tell you. We are not thinking towards that. All we are thinking is putting Obi as president. If you put Obi as president, will you put a new constitution? Is Obi not going to work with that same constitution that Jonathan worked with that made him run away? Will that make them stop killing you? Will that make somebody like Olumo to stop threatening and killing you? Olumo carried out a threat and fulfilled it. What happened? Police called him and he denied that he did not make such a threat. A threat we saw in the social media with his video, with his mouth, with his nose, with all his body. He said, he talked, he do. Has anything happened? And you still believe that one day miraculously God will come give you justice. Before you get that justice from God, you have to die and go to heaven, not here on this earth. No justice for Nigeria. Sonny, play the video.
Wait, though, I think people will just come in. Anybody want to talk now? Or you want me to play video first before you talk? Because most of you must have listened to the broadcast since when we started. Okay, Ike, welcome to the studio. Give your submission before we play this UWAZURIKE video. Ike.
Good evening, sirs.
Good evening, fire on.
Yes, I'm very happy to join this wonderful crew in front of me. Mazia, Sonny, I've been following you for quite some time, and also 247, and our sister here. I thank God for how you all are piloting the affairs, despite what the enemy was thinking that once Mazi Namnikano is incarcerated, that nothing else will happen. But I thank God for you all. Thank God for our spokesman, who God is using as a spare head in this journey. I'm going to comment regarding the issue of the Boko Haram. Someone like me, I'm not surprised because for the Zoo Army to go to the extent of considering murderers, well-known terrorists, and recruiting them into their body to become soldiers, and that tells you how low the country has gone. That tells you how they are really still so low to go down that path, recruiting people who have been condemned already by the World Terrorist Index. So personally, I'm not surprised by their recruitment. After all, if you go to the barracks, it's empty there, like our leader said. And none of our young men are joining the force anymore. So what they need to do is to go and get their foot soldiers and recruit them in so that the killing can continue. But I know that God will put them to shame. I'm proud. I'm proud to be an Igbo man. Yeah, I'm very, very proud. And my joy is to see that day come to pass. That Biafra will be manifested again. Biafra will be recognized again by the world itself. I can't wait for that day to come. I'm always praying for our leader. I'm always remembering my little prayer. I'm praying for Simon, that God that has raised them up will keep on leading them on this path of righteousness. I'm also praying for you all. Brother Tony, I'm praying for you. I remember all of you because what the role you are playing to disseminate and to let people know about what we stand for cannot be overemphasized. Thank God for you all. I pray that God will continue to uh, lead you and guide you. For we know that the enemies are many out there. They don't looking for one loophole or the other, but they will surely fail as they have always failed. So I want to use the opportunity to encourage our media warriors to keep all the good work. God will bless you all. God will keep you all in this journey, and we'll surely get there by the grace of our great God. Amen. One more thing, Brasoni. I would like to have a personal discussion with you. I don't know if that is possible. So I don't know how to go about that. If you give me that privilege of talking with you after the show or so. So this is my little contribution. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. Did he say he wants to have conversation with who?
With you, sir. Brasoni.
With me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. I'll post my number on the chat session now. Then you can contact me.
All right.
Telegram or Signal or WhatsApp.
Okay, all right, sir.
All right, thank you for your submission.
Thank you very much.
Max, you have the mic.
I did hear my people. I come in before.
Yeah, fire on.
I am still. I just took a small excuse right now to have my presence made known to this great platform. There is nothing much I will say right now apart from what I said before when I came into your own platform. But we must continue with what we are doing. God Almighty is with us. I looked at the global terrorism index. I saw IPOB as number 10, but that should not deter us from what we are doing. If you look at Al-Shabaab of Somalia, I was in Somalia 1992 to 1993. They long proscribed them as most deadly terrorist organization in the world. Yet we ran away. They chased us away. United Nations ran away, headed by the US. They ran away from Somalia. We ran away from Somalia. I was there for 1 year, 6 months. Till today, they are still fighting. I don't want our people to, because of that, lose hope in the struggle of this Biafra. We will get there, and I know that God will support us. We are not killers. We are not terrorists. We are fighting for the freedom of our people and the freedom of our ancestral land, especially for me, my mother's ancestral land. Their information or whatever they pass out to the world would not deter us from what we are doing. We are freedom fighters. They did it in South Africa. They did it in so many places. We can also do that. God is with us. Thank you so much, my people. I'm here, and I will always be here, to contribute the little God has given me the wisdom and the power to contribute. Thank you, sir. Mazugo, ndewo.
Yes, my brother Max. I greet you. Ndewo. God bless you for coming. Nice seeing you again today.
Thank you, Mazi Max. There's something people need to understand. I think we should, before we play this Wazurike video, where is MNK?
If Nelson Mandela can be called a terrorist, who am I? Oliver Cromwell was a terrorist. George Washington was a terrorist. Robert Mugabe of Zimbabwe was a terrorist. Even, let me shock you, all of you now. Some of you may have heard about a man called Dr. Azikiwe. Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe is his name. I had to add Nnamdi to his name because he doesn't behave like one. Do you know that Dr. Azikiwe was called a terrorist and exiled to Ghana? Are you aware of that? Do you know who called him a terrorist? The same Britain, United Kingdom. Are you aware of that? Dr. Azikiwe, that fought and set Nigeria free. Do you know he was sent to jail by the British? Do you know that Ahmadu Bello never went to jail? Do you know that Abubakar Balewa never went to jail? The only people that went to jail are those from the south. Awolowo and Azikiwe are the only people that went to jail in order to set Nigeria free. Are you aware of that? No, you don't know. And they were called terrorists. Yes, Nnamdi Azikiwe was called a terrorist by the British. You must listen to me attentively. I said this program cannot be like any other. You must listen attentively this evening, please.
No problem.
And invite people to come and listen as well. Nnamdi Azikiwe was called a terrorist by the British. Chief Obafemi Awolowo was not spared. Chief Obafemi Awolowo was called a terrorist as well for trying to set his people free. I want IPOB to know tonight that being called a terrorist because you're fighting for your land and your nation is a badge of honor. It means you've arrived. It means the enemy is scared of what you're doing. And it means that you're succeeding at whatever thing that you're doing. Are you following me? If you are in freedom fighting anywhere in the world and the people you are fighting have not come to refer to you as a terrorist, then that means you're not doing anything.
That means you have not arrived if they don't call you terrorist. Mazi Max, you can go on.
Thank you so much, Mazi Sonny. Obonwo. That is what I will always call you. Obonwo. You see, I listened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu very, very well. Attentively as well. I bought into all the things that he said. But I stumbled on one article that Nnamdi Azikiwe wrote. The reason why I hate Nnamdi Azikiwe is that singular statement he made on a daily newspaper at that time, where he called Ojukwu, Achebon, and all the gallant men and women that tried to fight and protect our land. He called them rebels. And he asked the French government not to support the rebels. We are the rebels. One of our own, if there is anybody that will go and dig out what Nnamdi Azikiwe said against Ojukwu and all the Biafran soldiers that fought from 1967 to 1970. That is why in anything, anywhere I hear his name, I will spit on the ground. I don't respect him. He was an elder. He was an elder statesman in Nigeria who was fighting for Nigeria. And he soiled himself by borrowing monies that he could not pay, that put us where we are today after fighting the colonial masters. I don't like what he did. And I still condemn it today tomorrow, till the day I will go into the grave. Azikiwe was one of the people that brought us to where we are today. When I read through what he wrote that time, I cry for my people in Biafra land and my mother's ancestral land. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Marty. We have many people though. Maybe say we prepare to enter Twitter space. Now one of them don't line up here. We get Twitter space program in no time to start though. All right. Okay. When we start the Twitter, we'll go see stream am here.
Let our people come. Let our people come and voice their, express themselves. Let them come. This is the only opportunity that we have to express ourselves. Even the people in the river areas, if you are here or listening, please come in. If anybody is struggling to come in, I will give space. Let you people come in. Let the people come in.
Everybody will have space to speak. Everybody can speak.
Let's start from. And they go Twitter.
No worry. All of us go there. We'll go stream them live.
Yeah.
Make
they
finish for here. Shut down this one so that we start the Twitter. Then we'll go.
I agree to now. Make nobody say I run come out. Oh hey Biafra, we move.
Biafra, there with you.
Yeah.
We go meet you there.
Mazelvis, please speak on my behalf. Okay. I leave my mic for you.
Okay,
good evening. I'm on a live program. Can I call you back?
Okay, I don't know.
Okay, I'll call you back. Am I coming out clear? Hello?
Yes. Mazi Elvis, wait. Let us go the way we see him for screen. So that who is that the Sky? Sky Slim. Wait, put it for up. So wait, let me put this name like this so that I'll be able to pick everybody. Okay. Big Ben. Okay, Big Ben. Big Ben, you have the mic, please. Welcome to the studio. Big Ben, can you hear me? Big Ben, are you there? Big Ben, fix your device and then come back for us. Mazi Elvis.
Yeah, my brother. My brother. Good evening from here. Good night from here. I greet everybody. Pastor Van, I see you. I greet everybody on the program. Max, I see you. You make the point. You made a very good point. I see everybody. Thank you, everybody, for joining. For people that are seeing me for the first time, my name is Elvis, and we are doing all we can do to support Simon Ekpa, support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for the restoration of Biafra. So I have to make it short because I know that many people are here, maybe want to talk, so there's no need to use more than 3 minutes. So the thing is this. We all know that even if they declare Peter Obi today, he's the winner, which is not going to happen. People are going to be massacred. And after that, people will continue to be killed every single day. That is just it. Whether we like it or not, just for you to get your PVC, you see what happened. They dumped your PVC in the bushes. You went to Lagos, they beat you up, they just for you even to collect the PVC. Then when you want to now vote, they now remember your name is Chinedu. They now remember that you are Igbo. They now brought every nonsense to kill you. So no matter what you do, if you are listening to me as the Biafran, no matter what you do, there's a video I saw, one Bini girl was crying. She was crying. She said that she's not even Igbo. She was a Bini girl. And she was crying and she said that they were almost strangulating him. Thank God that she didn't die. Because they will, whether you like it or not, even you are Bini, you are from Edo, you are from wherever you are from, you say you are not Biafra. When they will kill you, they will not allow you to tell them that you are not Biafra, that you are not Igbo. So it's better for everyone to understand the legacy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to understand that this man is coming from a good place, to understand that he is preaching and praying. He has been advocating and preaching for more than 10 years now, trying to make our people, to wake up our consciousness, for we to understand that we cannot live with these people together. There is nothing, you cannot mix water and oil. It doesn't function. We have dangerous diversity which can never allow anybody to coexist. We, the Biafrans, have tried. We have gone to their cities. We have built swamps, turned it into cities. We have given people opportunities to work. We have employed their people. We have married their women. We are speaking their language. We have done everything to be part of that one Nigeria, but it's not working. Whether you like it or not, whether you admit it or not, the moment you start to retrace your step, to go back to that place your forefathers, that your forefathers, they were not Nigerian. Find out who is your forefathers. What kind of country do they belong to? Who are they? When you start to retrace your step, that is when you will avoid being killed, because every day they will kill you, you will cry. You will cry. Even your honorable people, your governors will not even be there to support you. So I will suggest that all of us should, even people that doesn't believe in Biafra, you don't have to believe in Simon Ekpa, you don't have to believe in Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, but you have to understand, first of all, that you can never coexist with your so-called one Nigeria. That have to be clear in your head. When that is clear, then you start to retrace your step. It doesn't matter how no matter what you do, Nigeria must disintegrate. And that is why we are trying right now to talk to our next generation, to teach our children. I am getting videos, like people that don't know, you have to know it now. There's what we call Biafran children debate. We want to have fun by educating our children, trying to make them understand what we call national pride. They have to be proud of Biafra. They have to know where they're coming from. We have to teach them so that when you are teaching your child that is 9 years old, the other children that is 5 years old, 4 years old, they will be learning. We are breeding the next generation of Biafra, that even if we get Biafra today, we still need our children that will build our roads, build it with passion, build it with pride, build it with national pride. So that is why there is this project going on right now that I activated this project. Pastor Vam 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 saw this project and said, wow. And one of our sisters from America saw this project and said, wow. That project is a project that I am the one giving the children. I am not soliciting for fund. I don't want anybody to contribute anything. I will give the people that win. I have done it before in somebody's else platform. Now I'm doing it again for our children to come and talk about Biafra, preach Biafra, teach Biafra, sell Biafra to the world, talk to the international communities, because I believe that the whole world relates to children. The whole world, no matter which country you are living, you know that if you touch a child, police will come. The people that take care of children will come. People don't play with children. So let's use our children as a tool to agitate for Biafra, because nobody knows who is going to see these videos. So now, the video have to be uploaded on the number. I will still put it on the comment section after this. You upload the videos of your child agitating for Biafra and calling for the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. These are two subjects: agitate for Biafra, call for the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. You don't have to tell us your surname. You don't have to tell us your street. You can even go by a nickname. We don't want to know your real name. We don't want to know your street. We don't want to know your village. Say you are a Biafran and this is what you want. Because they say that the who is wearing the shoes know exactly where is penning him or her. Let our children come. Let's use them as a tool to agitate. Let our children tell the world, where is this shoe penning them? Do you understand? So why am I doing this? Let me just cut it short so that I will not take all the time. Is for us to activate the mindset of our children, for them to preach Biafra, so that when they win, whichever sum they win, they will buy a school bag and they will be very proud to remove their books from that school bag, so that when they get contract in the future to do our roads, they will do it with passion. When they are engineers and pilots tomorrow, they will do whatever they are going to do with Biafra, with what they call national pride. You have to be proud of it. So guys, I have extended the submission of the videos. It's supposed to end this night, but I have shifted it because the response of Biafran people is very, very low. I have shifted the submission of the videos till for tomorrow by 4 p.m. Biafran time is going to finish. So you can still do the videos. It's 3 minutes videos agitating for Biafra. Children from the age of 2 to 12 agitate for Biafra and call for the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. The number, the WhatsApp number, I will put it on the comment section if I leave this place. All you have to do is to take the number and upload the videos. Make sure you don't tell us your surname. Make sure you don't tell us your street. Don't tell us where you're living. You can go by a nickname. We don't care. We are looking for your protection as well. We don't want anything to happen to you, but we don't believe that Nigeria government will now start looking for children of 5 years old. That will not happen. So we want to brief the next generation of Biafra. And I thank you for this platform to announce this. Our sister, one of our sisters in London, in the US, Maureen, maybe she's watching now. She called me. She said she's going to give the children 50,000 naira, anybody that win. Another sister, Chinwe, from US. These US people, it's like they have money. She said that it's a good idea. She's going to support with 50,000 naira. I told them, don't give me the money. I don't want anything to do with money. Whichever child that win, first position, second position, you will deal with them directly. Pastor Van Bam Bam said he's bringing 60,000 naira for our children so that they can go and lick ice cream. They will have the taste of Biafra in their mouths. It will feel good when they can buy uniform with Biafra agitation. So all this thing I'm doing, all this thing we are doing is to activate anything, because Mazinan cannot say whatever you can do to get Biafra, do it. So this is another dimension. So guys, that is the announcement. Thank you so much for the platform. Thank you so much. Biafran 247, who is talking?
Mazugo, are you there? Mazi Sonny, are you there?
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you,
yes. Okay, Mazi Sonny, carry go.
I do. Mazi Elvis, I've not had time to go through that your project. When I go through it, then I will know what to say. But keep up your good work. I'll go through it so that I understand it in detail. All right, we give the mic to Big Ben. Big Ben, are you there? Big Ben, are you there? Big Ben. Big Ben, I think your device is not okay. You may go out and come in. Ike, you have spoken. Elvis have spoken. See Progress have spoken. Okay. Please, if we have more other people that wanted to come in and are having issues, we will always be back, and then you will always be here. Okay, Mary. Mary just came in. Mary just came in now. Big Ben, your device is having issues. So is it that you go out and come in again so that you can fix your device?
Mazi Sonny.
Out and come in. Yes.
If the studio is full and people are trying to come in, I would like to give my space for people that new entrants to come in and speak their mind. I don't know if that one will be okay.
The studio is not full per se. It's their connection. It's not full per se. Because if it's full, I will get notification here. It's not full. Who just came in now? Mary just came in. Okay. Sister Mary, welcome to the studio.
Good evening. Good evening, Akbarawa Sonny.
Good evening. Welcome.
Yeah.
You have the mic.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Good evening, Masi Okugo. Good evening, Masi Mas. And good evening, Ada Biafra. Good evening, everybody.
So, Mary, were you watching the program from the beginning, or you just came in?
I just came in a few minutes ago.
Okay. It has been a hot one, though. So, at this point, we want to play the video of UWAZURIKE debunking the claim that he is dead to show that he's still alive.
Yes.
After now, we will be on Twitter, because we have to bombard Twitter now.
No.
So we will be streaming the Twitter live. So anyone that is on Twitter, Make sure you go and join us there on Twitter when we start. Let's play UWAZURIKE video showing himself that he's alive. Oh, he never died. Oh, nothing do him. You know the sick. Oh. And also, he sent a message to the one Nigeria and the obedient. He told them that they have been able to learn their lesson and that they should go and hope and prepare for 2027 again. Yeah. Okay.
Is that not ridiculous? Hey,
Of course.
hey, elders of Biafra land. Just imagine.
No, he was actually making mockery of obedient and one Nigerian. That is what he meant by what he said, because he had already told them before that they can never give him a man presidency. So let's listen to him when I go hear everything in details. When I go laugh tire, because UWAZURIKE, we actually miss him, but he has come with loads to keep people busy for the next 1 month.
Good evening, everybody. Since last night, around 12 a.m., people have been calling me. Someone was saying something nasty about me, that I was sick, this and that. I didn't really believe in that. I kept mute at it. But this evening, friends started calling me, saying that in the social media, people are saying I'm sick, I have stroke, I'm in the hospital, and all sorts of things. I said, okay, fine. Let me do a video to debunk their lies. Today is Friday, 24th of March, 2023. This is Ralph UWAZURIKE live. This is my living room. I'm not in the hospital. I'm not sick. I don't have any stroke. I don't have any stroke-related issue. The last I checked, last Sunday, my BP was 110/78. My sugar level was 84. I check my status every Sunday. So I check my. So there's nothing. For a very long time, I've not been sick. I don't know where the guy who calls himself man of God or so picked the news that UWAZURIKE is sick, UWAZURIKE is not well, UWAZURIKE will soon die. I'm not having any. Come and tell me my picture. Look at my legs. UWAZURIKE is not sick. I can't be sick. I take care of myself. Some people say, you are not the only UWAZURIKE. You are not the only person answering UWAZURIKE. There are two UWAZURIKEs in the whole world. Ralph UWAZURIKE and the rest. So if you say UWAZURIKE, everybody will think it's Ralph UWAZURIKE. So that's why I'm doing this video to debunk the nonsensical news that UWAZURIKE is sick. I'm not sick. I know you missed me. After a long time, I've not been talking. Because he says, you people wanted to be the president of Nigeria. Because I came up to say, somebody who came to my house and begged me to support him to be president. I said, well, I believe in the youth taking over governance. A governor at the age of 46. Yes. I said, I support you. You who came on me. UWAZURIKE is this, your brother wants to be president, blah, blah, blah. I said, no Igbo man will be the president of Nigeria. You say, no, you must be president. Most of you left the Biafra struggle and jumped into the ship of Nigeria president. I said, okay, fine. The ball does not want the contention. I took the sideline. Be the president of Nigeria, let me see. Today, are you president? Are you president? The elections have come and gone. Are you president? If I had thought or campaigned for anybody, you would have said, oh, you have been the president of Nigeria better because UWAZURIKE campaigned against you. That was why presidency eluded you. I kept quiet and you missed me. I have been hearing people saying, where is UWAZURIKE? Doesn't talk again, blah, blah, blah. I kept quiet. After the presidential election, I kept quiet until the governorship and the houses of assembly election passed. Today, where are you? No Igbo man will be the president of Nigeria. I've been educating you over time. You don't understand. Then you turn it to me, UWAZURIKE is sick because he's no more talking. I'm now talking. UWAZURIKE is not sick. You are not God. I have done everything for you. Many of you are in Europe and America, jobless, doing nothing. So I opened that industry for you. Biafra. Today, most of you are finding food to eat through Biafra. You're on the internet, gossiping, saying all sorts of lies. Have you been talking about Biafra before? If I founded Biafra again in 1999, what would we have done today? Would we have been talking about Biafra? I created jobs for all of you on social media. It become heroes, social commentators, cursing rap UWAZURIKE. And you hate me so much because you are so leader castigated me. He was the first person I picked from London. Said, my brother, handle Radio Biafra London. Instead of rewarding me abundantly, he used the radio to castigate me, tell all lies, all sorts of lies against me. But I've forgiven him. All of you want negative opinion about UWAZURIKE. None of you have ever seen me one-on-one. None of you have ever interacted with me one-on-one. You found the notion that UWAZURIKE is a thief, UWAZURIKE is a liar, UWAZURIKE is a saboteur, UWAZURIKE is this and that. Ask yourself, have you had anything to do with UWAZURIKE? If not, from the gossip, lies you had from Namikam. But I've said, have forgiven him. I don't need any apology from him. All the time now, I always plead for his release. I still call for his release. I have nothing against him. Why should people say I'm sick? I'm dying. I'm on my deathbed. I need to confess. Confess about what? If there's anybody that should confess in this world, it should be you people. You should confess against the light is told against me. Not vice versa. My hands are clean. My hands are clean. I started the Biafra struggle as a professional, as a barrister solicitor of the Supreme Court of Nigeria. I was more than 10 years at the bar before I started the Biafra struggle. I was not a poor man. Like the so-called prophet was saying, the UWAZURIKE is a titled man. Yes, I'm a titled man. The highest title holder in Igbo land. The second, the highest title holder in Igbo land. He said he's a very rich man. He has the money to take care of it. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. By the grace of God, I'm very wealthy. I worked hard for it. Nobody has ever given me money. I've never borrowed money, even from the bank. No politician can beat his chest to that and say, "UWAZURIKE, I've given you this." I don't need them. I worked when I started this struggle. I was a billionaire. Check my records. All the houses we are using as headquarters, as offices in the Biafra struggle, are my personal houses before I started the struggle. Both Lagos, is it Okigwe, is it Ohuwe, name it, everywhere. They were my personal houses before I started the struggle. Because nobody would like to rent his house or apartment for a struggle like Biafra. So all the houses are mine. They're not rented up to death. The one in Okigwe was burnt some 15 years ago. It's still there, dilapidated. So what has UWAZURIKE done to you people? You want me to die? Are you God? I ask God to forgive you people. I don't wish you dead. I'm fine. I'm very, very healthy. Healthier than most of you. At my age, I can beat any of you. Come out, challenge me in any ring. I beat you there. Nonsense. The man who says he's a prophet, my dear, I'm nothing against you. May God forgive you. You say you are praying for me. How can you pray for someone who is not sick? Someone who doesn't need your prayers? I don't need your prayers. You pray for yourself. You pray for me by telling lies that I'm sick. I'm not sick because everybody continues calling me. UWAZURIKE, how are you? People say you are sick and all that. I'm not sick. I'm not. I'm very healthy. As you can see, today is the 24th of March, right? Yes. 2023, Friday. I'm in my house, bubbling. Nobody is God. It's God that determines when one should die. If death comes tomorrow, I will smile at it and go. Some of my mates have died. They didn't commit any sin for dying. God called them. If God calls me tomorrow, I will follow. So nobody should talk about you yourself. Won't you die, Mr. Pastor or evangelist? You will say die. Please. I didn't want to talk like I said before, because there's nothing I haven't told you people. You people have tried your elections. I say congratulations. You may have failed in the election, but you didn't fail in acquiring the knowledge. You acquired the knowledge of failure. The knowledge of the fact that no evil man will be the president of Nigeria today. You can be a senator, you can be vice president, you can be House of Representative member, anything, governor, but you can never be the president of Nigeria today. I have been telling you this over time. You wanted to try in 2023. You have tried. You have failed. You have gone to court. Oh, wonderful. It's achievable. You may win. You may not win. But it doesn't, it doesn't matter. What matters is the prayer. You have not tried. You may say I'm coughing. It's part of the sickness. I'm not I'm not sick, please. I just want to end this thing in a sober mood. I wish all of you well. You all are my children. As I am the JLMD, Ezibo the second, all of you are my children. I have nothing against you. Even if you wish me dead, I wish you well. I say, may God forgive you. May God give you progress. May God give you enterprise. I have found a factory for all of you. Biafra factory. You people are using today to make money. But instead of thanking me, thanking the person who has helped you in life, you are castigating me. I ask God to forgive all of you of your sins. 2023 has gone. You are not the president today. Maybe by 2027, you may be the president of Nigeria. Till then, bye-bye.
Okay, 2023 has come. You did not be president. Go and try 2027. Oh my God. Thank you all for watching and listening. We are going to hook up with our Twitter space now. And go and join us on Twitter, please. We'll be posting the link for you to go and join us on Twitter. As we move, as we are here, so we'll go end this one, then pay up the link with the Twitter space now. So make una go join us for there. Thank you all as we continue. Mary, are you on Twitter?
Yes, sir.
Did you follow me on Twitter?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have a space going on now. Go there and fire for us.
Okay. Let me try.
Yeah.
Okay, my
They will to all Biafrans from here. And then please remember, our fundraising is coming up on this Saturday. The flyer is out and we are going to start the circulation of the flyer. Well, let's see if we can bring it to the screen now.
Okay.
Let's see if we can bring the flyer to the screen.
No. Okay.
Fundraising on Saturday. So invite everybody to come and be part and parcel of the fundraising. Okay. 1st of April is on a Saturday. Is the fundraising. Stay cool and stay blessed and join us on Twitter space.
Bye-bye no. If you can just give me a little a few seconds, I would like to tell UWAZURIKE that he is not the one that found Biafra. Biafra was there before he was also born. And Frank Biko was the person that prescribed Biafra. So, and in line with the Eastern Nigerian Congress, as it were. So, as an old man and an elder person, he should make that correction. He is not the one that started Biafra. Biafra was there before he was born. Thank you, my people. Ndenne Moche and Ndenna Moche. Auntie Mary, I salute you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Brother Mas. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Brother Max. Brother Max, you know why UWAZURIKE's response is not even important to us now?
Yeah.
Because he himself is not significant to us now.
Exactly.
On what we are doing now. We only had to make sure people understand that we don't hate our own by making sure we come and help him to make this his voice to go viral. We love this UWAZURIKE past the way he understands. We love him. We love Obi. We love Obi past the way Obi understands. Say we love him. So if we see anything coming on UWAZURIKE now or Obi, we will see come to defend him and look for him. That's why we want all our own to come back to their senses.
Yeah.
So,
Sonny. You know
what? Bye-bye.
You know what I pay for the in talk. Just give me just 1 minute with this UWAZURIKE.
Okay.
The only thing when I take for in word is that they tell them they want to vote, they don't vote, and they don't fail. They fail. You understand? They don't go vote and they fail. So they no go to require a good knowledge. They will go to require a failure knowledge. That one I accept from him. Very, very good. You do well. So
yes. All right.
Yeah.
So we move.
Yeah.
Biafrans, we don't end this one. We go start another one.
Yes.
Make una join Twitter.